So how do you charm a man into your arms? Common advice will tell you to be elegant, be classy, and just know all the perfect words. But if we follow common advice, then we just become commoners. Lame. In this video, I'm going to share with you a secret strategy to being a memorable first date and why your weird quirks, kind of like talking to plants, if you do that when you water your plants, kind of like I do, why that can actually be a massive advantage when meeting new people. Keep watching. Hey there, my name is Adam LaDolce. I'm the CEO of Love Strategies, helping successful women get out there and attract love and do it with a proven strategy. And when our clients get to what we call little love step number 4, they're going out on a lot of dates with super high value men. And our coaching strategy at that point is to help them lean into their authentic self. Now, if you're not familiar with the little love steps, I recommend you go to thelovesteps.com and we walk you through our step-by-step process from going from being single to a long-lasting relationship. That's at thelovesteps.com. Now, when you're getting out there and you're in little love step 4 and you're going on dates, the number one bizarre way to charm a man is what I call the quirkiness advantage. And I get it, the word quirk, it has a negative connotation, but quirks can actually really be quite cute. And there's some really interesting data that I'll get into in a minute that shows that being quirky is actually quite charming. And if you've been following me for any amount of time, you'll know that I can be pretty quirky even to a fault. Everyone is weird or quirky in some way. And most people try to hide that while dating or even on their online dating profiles or when they're going on a date, and they only try to give their absolute best. But that's just vanilla. It's boring. So my message to you today is simple. Do not hide those cute quirks. Be authentically yourself. Even the weirdest parts. For example, do you have any weird phobias? Let's say you have malleophobia, which is the fear of wigs. Hi there. Ugh. If you have that phobia, tell him about it on a first date. It's weirdly charming. Unless, of course, he's wearing a wig on a date, then run. Do you have a fear of sitting on plastic-covered furniture? Share this cute little quirk of yours on a first date. Because let me tell you, if he covers his furniture in plastic, you probably don't want to date him anyways. And maybe you have weird habits, like you talk to your plants when you're watering them, as I do. Or you're the type of person who showers with your dogs. It's kind of weird. Or you're the type of person who sleeps with an eye mask on. Guilty. Or maybe you're a collector of a lot of random stuff like rubber ducks or seashells. Or maybe you're just a neat freak. Or maybe my favorite is you're the type of person who does photo shoots with your cat. If he's into it, he will be really into it. If your quirks are foundational to who you are, great. Put it out there. On your profile, in conversation, in real life. Put it out there. And this even works with online dating. There's some interesting data from OkCupid users that found that messages that start with the word howdy were 40% more effective than those that started with hey. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, I'm gonna start using howdy in every message that I send. Not so fast. I mean, if you are authentically a howdy type of person, then go ahead, howdy it up in your messaging. But if you aren't a howdy person, you need to find your own personal howdy. And this isn't about finding magical phrases. It's more about why howdy works strategically. Howdy works because it's different. We like novelty, not just the standard vanilla phrases. The other thing about howdy is that it appeals to some people and is also a big turnoff to others. It's very polarizing. Most importantly, it gives you a glimpse into that weirdness who might be actually behind that message. It gets your attention. Now, with all that said, there's only one way to make the quirkiness advantage work for you. To actually make quirkiness be charming, you need to fully embrace it with total confidence and comfort and share your unique qualities totally unapologetically. I mean, if you're feeling super self-conscious about it or you're really embarrassed by it, then it can actually be a sign of weakness and be unattractive. So own your quirks. And I get it, owning your quirks can feel a little bit scary. I mean, I went through this myself back when I was single. I remember back when I was going on dates, I remember the conversation would naturally come up that I was posting videos online giving women dating strategies. And that in itself was pretty quirky. But to make it even worse, I was a wig-wearing dating coach who was terrible at acting.
Jessica, did I tell you that I spoke with Abraham Lincoln last night and we both decided that your boyfriend is f***ing crazy?
I'm pretty sure I'm the one that sounds crazy in that video. So when I would go on a date, I would actually get a little bit embarrassed by my weird videos if it came up in conversation, and I would start to downplay it a lot. But by downplaying it, I would actually create this really awkward, unattractive moment to the person that I was going out with. Until one day I said, screw it. I'm gonna own this thing. I'm gonna own who I am, because that's who I am. And if it's not embraced by the woman on the other side of the table, then she is not right for me. Yeah, I wear a wig in front of millions of people on social media. I also listen to hardcore screamo music music at the gym.
I also air strum my guitar when I'm riding my Harley Davidson on a beautiful day. I don't eat gluten. I don't eat dairy. I'm actually no fun on that front. I also wear a mouth guard when I sleep. I wear an eye mask. I have white noise playing. I go to bed at 9 p.m. I wake up at 4 a.m. And according to one bad review on the podcast, I breathe in heavily through my nose after making a very long statement.
Yep, that's exactly where you're gonna get. Take it or leave it. So from this day forward, I encourage all of you beautiful ladies to lean into your quirkiness advantage. But beware, quirkiness leads to quality over quantity. You may get a few less matches or have more first dates that don't go anywhere, but that's great. Don't freak out. That's a sign that it's working. Quirks can be very polarizing. People will either love it or they will hate it, and that is a good thing. We only want to attract the most compatible people that love your quirks. All of this saves you time on future dates and with relationships that were never going to work out in the first place. But here's the thing. When your quirkiness actually clicks with another kooky person, that's when the deepest, truest love will begin to form. And then you can have a quirky, kooky, bizarre little baby. And that's a beautiful thing. So let me ask you, what is your cutest quirk? Leave that comment right there below.